First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today we have got a good one in store as part of our John Madden Thanksgiving celebration series, as it'll be the Greenbay Packers taking on the Detroit Lions. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
It's been a tradition since the early days of the NFL, and we're off on Thanksgiving Day in Detroit. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the guy out of California, the former Cal Bear, Jared Goff.
And it wasn't that long ago that there were a lot of conversations about whether Jared Goff is truly going to be a frontline starter in the NFL. And he's proven all of those critics wrong. He's taken his game up big notches in the last few years. Now what he needs to do, sustain that success in the regular season come playoff time.
That's good for a gain of 6. And now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Goff now looking to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Lions first down.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. And his throw is incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Off play action. Here's Goff. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
And they'll send Williams in motion right. To the air again. Goff. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 24-yard line.
That's good. For the Lions, first down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there.
But springs free. Montgomery loses it.
Wow, that ball is not free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is 3rd down.
3rd down and 9.
Now Goff. It's Williams on the catch. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. St. Brown in motion right. On 4th down, Goff. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Lions are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
14 yards. That's another Detroit Lions first down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Gibbs trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
Again, it's Gibbs. And the avenue collapsed for him as he's going to be held up short of the goal line. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. Through a couple of plays, this Green Bay defense is held strong. Now it's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Gibbs. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
One word comes to mind to me after that last play, and that's alert. That defense took a chance guessing the snap count, and they were so right. Got great push up front, and that forces 4th and goal.
No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. 6'4" Jordan Love taking the field for the first time. The 2020 first-round pick from Utah State set to lead Green Bay.
Now in his 3rd season as the guy in Green Bay, and he's thrown for at least 25 touchdowns in each of the last 2 years. He and his team believe they are due for a deep playoff run as long as he stays healthy and is piloting the offense.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Here we go, set. Black 40.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. On now is the Packers punter. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Fielded just inside the 30. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Lions will take over. Charles and I and all of our crew hope that you are all having a very happy Thanksgiving indeed. And the NFL has done such a great job recognizing today's games as the John Madden Thanksgiving celebration. Those of us of a certain age remember very well John's presence calling games on this great American holiday. And we at EA Sports, so proud to do our part to honor Coach and keep his legacy alive. And we know he is looking down, holding that turducken, and taking a big bite right now as we celebrate him. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Now it's gone. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 15.
Goff. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
4th down.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to again amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. They've been playing the field position game thus far. No score, 2nd quarter as they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. Fighting through, and he's got space. And he'll be out right at the 35. A quick 1st down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
Packers 1st down.
Off the play fake, Love. Looking deep here for Dobbs. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Packers. Romeo Dobbs, 65 yards. And the Packers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. After a fairly uneventful first quarter, that last play, that'll make a few highlight clips.
It certainly will, and you're exactly right. The first quarter almost felt like a feeling out process, didn't it? Both teams, okay, what are we going to do? Looks like they ramped things up just a little bit to start the second quarter.
Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Lions nothing.
The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time.
Brendan McManus to kick off for Green Bay.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. Another shot now for this Lions offense. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Looking to put a drive together. Here's Goff. Going underneath. Gibbs has it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
A toss out right to Gibbs. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 44-yard line.
Goff now looks to throw. He's got right on the short throw. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. So it's a gain of 12 there on the reception. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Goff going to keep it himself. And he's going to have the Lions first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
After the run, Goff going to throw. Finds Gibbs on a check down. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
It's a gain of 9.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. To throw is Goff. It's out, it's loose. And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Bates' kick is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
And this is going to be roughing the kicker, an inexcusable penalty, Charles.
You've worked so hard to hold him to a 3-point kick. Now you're giving him the ball again with a chance for a touchdown.
A shotgun snap for Goff. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good game. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Here we go. 180.
From the gun, here's Goff. That is caught. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts.
A gain of 10 yards.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Detroit Lions, first down. First
A
and
chance
goal
now
at
to
the
get
3-yard
even
line.
before the break as they come up first and goal. They'll run with Gibbs. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half. There's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, where they want to let their return guy touch it.
Extra point splits the uprights. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Packers with the football here late in this first half. And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose. Love from the gun. Looking deep here for Dobbs. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
He was covered by Brian Branch.
Love now. Now he'll tuck this and run. Got his man. That's Luke Musgrave. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Play action this time with Love. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
Come on, ready?
They go with Jacobs. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
It's a gain of 2.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. On play action. Love to throw. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Packers. Matthew Golden as the first half is winding down. And the Packers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown.
Brendan McManus to kick off for Green Bay.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Lions going to go back on offense one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Second down and 8.
37-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Gone. Throw over the middle. He finds Williams. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts
A gain of 10
as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
First down. 1st and 10.
Now gone.
37-yard line.
Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
thrown away and
now
incomplete.
a 2nd and 10.
He was covered by Xavier McKinney.
There's Goff. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
To the sideline
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. The final shot before break here. Goff. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Getting through the break at record pace and right back to football. Third quarter, here we go. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Packer offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had to
fights through and now a crease. And he spins past him and into space. He's on his way. Touchdown, Packers. Josh Jacobs, 76 yards. And the Packers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. McManus's point after is good. And it's now 21-7.
Lions 7.
Well, I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6.
Brendan McManus to kick off for Greenbay.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
2nd and 10.
At the 35-yard line.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
On the coverage.
Out of the gun, Goff. And that is incomplete.
Intended for Jahmyr Gibbs.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And it's taken in at the 9. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Green Bay's offense ready to go again. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. And they're going to speed things up here.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 18-yard line.
Love, they go play action now. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. Play fake. Here's Love. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. On now is the Packers punter, standing right on his own 5-yard line. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is taken at the 18. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At their own 23.
And Detroit back in possession of the football. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Quick toss by Goff is complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39. Back his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Gibbs straight ahead. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Credit the defense there to Quay Walker getting behind the line of scrimmage before they could rip off any sort of a gain. Here's Goff. And that's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones who need to touch the ball.
And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
The Packers offense and running back Josh Jacobs set to take over once more. And you have to imagine this defense saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the 3rd quarter. About set to get this drive started, the Greenbay offense at the line. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you can tend to play the field position game.
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
And the offense moving quickly to the line.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good for a Packers first down.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. We'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there. From the 47 now to work with a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Ready.
Glove. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
Trying to run forward with Jacobs. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 109 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Now he's going to step up and run. And he gets it down to the 32. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Down by Al-Quadin Muhammad. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and
Now
3
Love.
at the 32-yard line.
Now he'll tuck this and run. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
That's another Packers first down.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
The tackle by Jack Campbell. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Throwing. Love. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
For a Packers first down. First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
52 blue. Ready?
To pass. Here's Jordan Love. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Yellow, 43.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Josh Jacobs with now his second touchdown of this third quarter. And the Packers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
You get in a second and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Now McManus to tack on the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Packers.
So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs.
Brendan McManus to kick off for Greenbay.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. Detroit's offense ready to take over. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 34-yard line.
We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Off play action. Here's Goff. That's complete to Dwelly, his tight end. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage.
Here goes to line. 180.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Oh, had his hands on it. Couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. Open man right side is St. Brown. And he is going to have the Lions first down, and that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give them a new set of downs.
And the Lions first down.
Goff throwing again. This one swung out to Montgomery. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 41-yard line.
To throw is Goff. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
A gain of 17 yards. That's good for a Lions first down. First and
From the gun, here's Goff. St. Brown making the catch on the out route.
You
got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jamison Williams hauling that one in from Jared Goff. And the Lions have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Well, they needed 3 scores to have any chance. There's the first of the 3 as they get into the end zone.
Yeah, Brandon, I think that our guys at Next Gen Stats in charge of the win probability are probably saying your chances still aren't great. But now, you still got more than 3 minutes to go. You got to focus on the task at hand, which is going to be getting the football back as quickly as possible.
Well, Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
The 20. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. A very rare kickoff return on an onside kick. And the Packers have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Now McManus for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. And no doubt one of the most, if not the most exciting play we'll see in this game. The kick return all the way to the end zone for 6 points.
Brendan McManus to kick off for Green Bay.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. And Detroit getting set to go now. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Goff now looks to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
180.
Here's Goff. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Ready?
Here's Love. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long. And quickly, they get to the line.
Tackle made back at the 22-yard line.
Ready?
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. The Packers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and forever. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
Brendan McManus on for the Packer field goal. A 43-yard attempt.
The kick by McManus is good. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
McManus to kick off for Green Bay.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Detroit's offense ready to take over. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Now gone. Got his man complete over the middle. That's right. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
Here we go.
Back to throw. Goff. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Lions first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
To the air again. Goff. He's got right on the short throw. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's another Detroit Lions first down. 1st and 10.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped.
Offside. Defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Over the middle, complete. That's Gibbs. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Now gone. It's Williams on the catch. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts
It's a gain of
as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Well,
Those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
120.
Gone. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's right. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Brock Wright, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Lions get a bit closer.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
the Lions will set up for the 2-point conversion.
What's that?
Goff looking to throw. He's got it. So they convert to 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game.
Lions 22.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The Packers offense and their running back getting set to go once more.
Ready?
And it's hard to believe you can run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, it's all been on display throughout. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone, from Ford Field.